Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another daily scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I am Anson. Well, top of the morning. It's actually 11 o'clock. Got a little bit later start today of, doing this, right? I've still been up since my normal time, which is right around the time that Gladys takes off in the mornings, give or take. So anywhere between 6:30, 7 o'clock is normally whenever I'm trying to get up and moving and going. But we've already made it through a pot of coffee. We've already had our breakfast. Mom and Dad came over, had their eggs and bacon and all that good yumminess. Kiddo helped Grandma make some pancakes this morning and such. And oh my goodness, is it cold. So last night, or early this morning, it got down into the 20s, which it said that it was 24, I believe, but it felt like 19. And we actually froze. Our water froze this morning. So the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink here, the half bath, that sink in there froze. Because we're still not 100% winterized. So we don't have the skirting or anything like that going around the RV. And if you guys have seen the short video that we put out, that even though that this is a winter or a extended season, right? Because I called it an Arctic rated, right? Obviously, it's not Arctic rated. It was an extended season rated. And for that, which means that it has forced heat system, which is propane. And the propane is very expensive. And yes, the kiddo is still here being loud.
That's loud.
Yeah. No manners, this one. She decides to do what she wants. She likes living life the hard way, and she's still trying to figure that out. And eventually she's going to be living life in a padded cell or in a cold hardened cell with a roommate named Bubba. That's you, because you don't know how to listen. So, yes, the water had froze because we're not 100% winterized, because we've been working on Mom and Dad's shed room, getting that ready to be lived in because they're living in it. And it's still not 100% insulated. We do have, it's like a padded fabric on the walls. That does help a lot with insulation. Got insulation put into a lot of the nooks and crannies to stop airflow from coming in. We do have some stuff covering the roof, because it did have like a little pinhole leak with rain. That's covered. And that video will actually be coming out as soon as it's done uploading, because I tried to have it out earlier this morning, but it was not going to make it for a Monday release, because I still had to finish doing some work on the door and such, actually on Monday morning. So, but that is good to go. They actually have a way of latching the door closed. It still doesn't have 100% weather stripping or insulation like that around the door, because the weather stripping that I had purchased is too thick. So I actually need to go back, and for one, it didn't even want to stick to the door. I did get one, so because that shed has two doors, right, and one stays closed, so the other one is you're able to open it. So the other one I have weather stripping around it, which is a nice thin, is like a 1/8 inch thick weather stripping, and it is stuck really well. And then that door is closed, and I actually have that screwed shut. That way it cannot be opened, and it stays nice and sealed. It's perfect, right? So it's only the door that they open and close for access that is still not 100% weather sealed on that. And then but it does close enough to where it's not really it doesn't have a whole lot of draft, right? And obviously, we had an entire package of insulation that we were able to get. Dad's already got that installed, so almost the entire north face of the shed room is insulated. We got all of the roof and stuff insulated. Just with the Reflectix insulation, it's not fully insulated, right? Because that one is, we're going to end up having a roof in there with the drywall or wood, and then that is going to have like a little access panel to go up in there, and then we're going to have blown-in insulation up there, because we actually have soffit vents that's going to allow air to go up into that little attic type space. Okay, so that's not going to be like a vaulted ceiling or anything like that. It's going to actually have a normal roof in there. It's going to have, you know, the angled roof, but that's not going to be a lived-in space forever. Like we said, eventually that is going to be like an art studio type thing, but we still wanted it to be insulated, and we wanted it to have all those things. And it is going to have a little bathroom, a little half bath, right? It's just going to have a toilet and a sink. Still contemplating of what type of toilet, you know, that we're going to get for that, because we're still having the septic issues. Okay, which the hole that is in the lid on top of the septic tank, I want to try to block that with, you know, some type of wooden wedge, cone, something, just to be able to, you know, try to force the water. Because right now, right, any type of fluid or stuff like that is always going to take the path of least resistance. So for us trying to utilize the tabs and stuff like that, which is an accelerator for breaking down the sludge and the solids and all that, turning it basically into a liquid, it was designed for, you know, the ginormous ponds and stuff like that, for breaking down things. And it's supposed to help with cleaning out, you know, the leach lines and just all those things. Now, I know I've had some comments where they said, hey, that's not going to work. The only thing you can do is to repair it. Well, to repair or to replace leach lines is thousands of dollars that we don't have, right? Obviously, we don't even have hundreds of dollars to continue getting those things that we need for right now, right? So, some different things. And how may I help you, child?
The washer's not washing.
You see what I'm doing? I'll come fix it later. Thank you, bye. So, it's frozen, that's why.
That's not, hold up.
Because we're in 19-degree weather. And just like that, life, yeah, the kid is here. She's trying to do stuff, and it's sitting there staring into my soul. So, but I don't edit this video, so this is a real life action of what happens here on the daily. And whenever we have a child that gets herself in trouble at school and now she's home, she gets put to work. She's not just going to sit around watching TV and eating bonbons, which we don't have any bonbons, but you know, that's that whole lazy mentality, right? Of the days of old, I guess. The Peggy, was it Peggy Bundy sitting around watching TV eating bonbons? But yeah, we're gonna get stuff as we can. We actually had a visit this morning, which I already knew they're swinging by. Gary and Mary from Junk to Gems had dropped in today, and we're gonna try to help them get some internet, some better signal over where they're at. So if you guys want to check that out, I will try to link their channel down in the description. Obviously their channel, I'm pretty sure they only have the one, is right around the same numbers that we are on our main channel, right? Ivy's Family Factotum. So for here, right, this channel's still growing. It still is what it is. I think pretty soon we're going to be surpassing the amount of videos that we have here or over at the main channel, right? So, and we're still we haven't even reached 200 subscribers here. So if you're new here and you really would like to get the backstory and some of the different things that's going on the main channel, then would love you to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. If you don't like listening to me talk, then I apologize, because that's all this is. It's just a vlog channel of what's going on, some backstory things. Eventually, we will get out. It won't be just sitting here talking. We will show some behind the scenes type stuff. It will get to a point where I will start to edit this a little bit more as I get time. So just to kind of throw in some of those, behind the scenes type things. And then obviously, still have some stories, some military stories as they come about. Still trying to get Gladys to share some of hers, but she doesn't want to do that. So, yeah. All right, you guys. I need to go get busy. I got stuff to do today. And last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. There you go.